partners, sponsors, but first the agencies.
Please join the photo opportunity.
It is a significant part of the infrastructure of any country. And this is our World Trade Center for Ghana. I hope, listen to me first. I hope Smiths are here because they own this property. Just as I sat by Togbi Afede, I'm supposed to go upstairs. I hear some of the exhibitions are upstairs. One, the lift is not working. Two, the central condition is broken down. Three, if I want to use Togbi's office, washroom, restroom, there's no water. He has to put a barrel there to contain water. I mean, really, this is not reflective of our World Trade Center. I saw SNIT's budget for next year. They are looking to rehabilitate some of their properties. I'll urge you kindly to add this World Trade Center to the properties you are renovating, because it can host more activities. There are big halls upstairs, but nobody wants to come because you have to climb the stairs all that way to access the hall. So if SNIT are here, please add that to one of your projects for rehabilitation in your budget next year. Let me thank Madam Zonda. I was in China with her, and I want to commend her for the motivation she had to leverage investments into Ghana. I went as an ambassador to attract more investments, foreign direct investment from China into Ghana. What we're trying to do is to establish Ghana as a gateway to Africa. We call it the gateway to Africa. And so create the platform, the hub for manufacturing in Ghana for exports into other countries. I visited the Afinia Industrial Hub, and I was very impressed at what I saw. Many companies have come and set up there and already adopting our 24-hour economy model. There's one of the factories that does textiles, and they have 3 shifts running. So the factory never closes, day and night. And they employ 1,000 people. They've acquired 4 more factory buildings. They want to expand to 5 factory buildings and employ about 5,000 of our young people. And when I went to that particular factory, 90% of the people working there are women. Because as Madam Zonda said, women power. Women are better at running the textiles, spinning and sewing machines than men. And so I want to commend people like her. She, instead of bringing the trucks whole from China, is assembling them here. And so she brings the knockdown components and employs Ghanaians to bring the truck together with the same quality as she would have brought it from China. And so what we're doing to reward them is also to channel government spending power, because government's budget is more than 200 billion cedis a year. And so if we have to procure trucks, we have to procure tipper trucks, I think that the first priority should be to procure them from companies that are assembling those vehicles here. Madam Zonda, the company I met, GAC, they say they're going to send a delegation down. So when they come out, direct them to you so that you and them can decide how to partner and invest in Ghana. So thank you very much. Let me acknowledge our chairman, Togbi Afede, the 14th, the overlord of the Asogli states, and then our honorable minister for transport, Joseph Bukai Lipe, who's also the member of parliament for Sabova, and then also our minister for tourism and creative arts, Jifa, who is also MP for Ketu South. I want to thank all of you for your kind invitation to be part of this program, and it gives me great pride to welcome all of you to the inaugural edition of the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025, which is being held under the theme Resetting Ghana's Transport Sector for Improved Connectivity, Innovation and Investment, and is driven by the slogan Driving Connectivity, Innovation and Sustainable Growth for Ghana's Future. This landmark event is more than just a gathering of stakeholders. It is a bold statement of intent, and it reflects our shared determination to reset and transform Ghana's transport and logistics system, focusing on modernity, innovation, safety, and sustainability. Transport, as everyone knows, is the lifeblood of every economy. It links people to opportunities, opens markets for goods and services, and boosts productivity, and also promotes inclusive national development. A country's competitiveness is often assessed by how efficiently people and goods can move across its territory, and that is why this fair is both timely and informative. As outlined in our manifesto of 2024 and the Reset Agenda, my administration is fully committed to building a safe, accessible, and technology-driven transport system that creates jobs, promotes trade, and aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals and the African Union's Agenda 2063. Our priorities are clear and ambitious. We are modernizing Ghana's rail, road, maritime, and aviation systems, while enhancing intermodal connectivity to ensure that passengers and freight move seamlessly across our country and across our sub-region. We're utilizing digital platforms and data systems to streamline logistics, improve transparency, and enhance service delivery, especially for haulage, warehousing, and port operations. Simultaneously, we're working to decarbonize transport, expand electric mobility infrastructure, and promote climate-smart investments that lower emissions and protect the environment. Similarly, we're establishing a strong regulatory framework to oversee the safe and responsible operation of motorcycles and tricycles, which are popularly referred to as Okada, for fare-paying passenger service, while also expanding the reach of affordable and efficient mass public transport systems. All these are within a framework that emphasizes safety, orderliness, and sustainability. And therefore, this fair marks a significant milestone in our national journey. It is not only a platform for exhibition and networking, but also for dialogue, innovation, and partnership between the public and the private sectors. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair perfectly aligns with our broader goal of establishing Ghana as the transport and logistics hub of West Africa. This is in full harmony with the opportunities that are generated by the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, whose secretariat is based right here in Accra. With enhanced port efficiency, modern rail connectivity, expanded airport infrastructure, efficient road transport, and digital logistics system, Ghana can and will become the gateway for efficient trade and movement of goods and services across our sub-region. I wish to commend the Minister for Transport, the Honorable Joseph Bukai Nikwe, and his team, including the heads of agencies under the ministry, for turning this transformative vision into reality. And as the Minister said, we're investing in all segments of our transport sector in order to make more efficient the movement of passengers and goods across our country. Just yesterday, I cut the sort for the dualization of the Cape Coast Takoradi Road and other segments from Accra to Kaswa, Kaswa to Winneba, Winneba to Mankesim, Mankesim to Cape Coast have been awarded on contract to different contractors. When this road is finished, transport along that corridor, the length of time that you use commuting along that corridor would improve by 50%. You cut down the time you use to travel to Cape Coast or Takrady by 50% just because of the modernization and dualization of the corridor. We're also working with the Ghana Railway Development Authority to develop the various segments of the railway master plan. Already the Tema Akosombo line is in place. What is left is to build the port on the Volta Lake, and then to procure the barges that will move the containers and the goods from Akosombo to Bipe in the north, so that our northern landlocked Sahelian neighbors don't have to drive all the way to Tema to pick their items. They'll come to Bipe and pick them and continue. The aviation sector is operating quite well, even though I know they have some challenges, and I've received several petitions from Togbi Apedes Awa and also Passion Air about some incentives we can give them to improve, their service. But so far, airports that are operational include Wa Airport, Sunyani Airport, Tamale Airport, and Accra Airport, of course, for domestic travel. And people are taking advantage of it and being able to move swiftly by the domestic airlines. I'm receiving the report for the establishment of the national airline. All of us were very proud about Ghana Airways. Unfortunately, it was liquidated because of a debt of $80 million, even though its assets exceeded $400 million. I think that was a grievous mistake we did to have let our national airline go down. We are looking for partnerships to re-establish the airline, of course, with the private sector, because we believe that private sector efficiency is important if we are to run a successful airline. Government will take an equity stake, but be a minority holder and give management to whichever private sector investor that we partner with. As for the maritime sector, our partnership with MPS has proved very, very successful. From the early 1960s, we had the old Tema port, and with the increasing amount of maritime traffic, the old Tema port was no longer fit for purpose. In order to expand it, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority entered into a partnership with MPS in the old port to build a new berth. And when they entered into partnership with MPS, that berth was the most efficient berth in the old Tema port. And yet, with the efficiency of the MPS berth, still there was a long queue of ships that had to wait for days and weeks to be able to come into our port and offload. And so I challenged the partners, MPS partners, that's Meridian Port Services, that includes GPHA and their partners, APM Mola, Bolloré at the time, and Maersk. I challenged them why they wouldn't build a new port, because we had gotten to the limit of expanding the old port. And with that challenge, they took up the challenge and decided that they will build for us a new port off our balance sheet. I want to let you know that that new Tema port cost government of Ghana nothing. There's been a lot of misinformation. I sold the port. How can you sell a port that didn't exist? And yet, GPHA and their partners went onto the credit market and borrowed almost $1 billion to establish that new port we have. And today is the most efficient port in the whole of West Africa, actually along the whole of the Gulf Coast. Ghana has the most efficient port. We are receiving the biggest ships ever built in the world coming into our port. And they come and take off goods that are meant sometimes for Lagos, for Lome and other places. And then we have to use smaller vessels to deliver those containers to the other countries. And that is bringing more jobs into our port. And so I want to commend GPHA and their partners, MPS, for the good job that you're doing. And they continue to invest. They haven't stopped. And so government will work with you. Let me extend my appreciation to Digital Eye, the organizers of this fair, to all the sponsors and exhibitors who have exhibited their items here, our development and private sector partners, and the transport and logistics associations whose commitment continues to foster innovation, and professionalism in the sector. Your collaboration reflects the best of Ghana, a nation that flourishes when government and businesses work together for the public good. And so, as we gather under this roof to shape the next chapter of Ghana's transport development, let us remember that every road, every rail, every ship, and every aircraft is part of a single story. It is the story of Ghana's national progress. Together, let us enhance connectivity, let us promote innovation, and achieve sustainable growth for future generations. And let us develop a transport and logistics system that genuinely advances Ghana efficiently, safely, and inclusively. And so on that note, I have the pleasure and honor to declare officially the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair duly open.
Thank you very much. Absolutely grateful.
Your Excellency, with your permission, if I may, with the MCs just us. We have two strong MCs and a guide. If we may, with your indulgence, take this photo opportunity with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. There's a lot on offer as well. All the agencies have mounted podiums. The exhibitions that have mounted podiums.
He's going here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's move come each one.
the first Transport and Logistics Fair is also offering free flights over Accra and other parts of Ghana. And let's also be reminded that we are going to have free boat rides. So please go ahead and register at the various points so that you can enjoy these free flights and free boat rides as well. We appreciate all of you who made it here, especially those who stayed here when we could not really have their short statement. Mr. President, members of the diplomatic corps,
Watch.
Automobile Dealership Ghana, GPRTU,
Right now, the president is inspecting.
Riders Association, Ride-Hailing App Services, Uber, His Royal Majesty Tobe Akwede, Agbogbo of Asokli State, Minister for Roads and Highways, Transport Minister, Minister for Culture, Tourism and Creative Arts, the CEOs of our platinum providers and sponsors, Ghana Link Network Services Limited, Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, Rona Motors, and Zonda Tech Ghana Limited. Sincere appreciation to all our other partners for helping make this dream a reality. Please be reminded that we will have checks also ongoing, and you are welcome to listen in on any of those sessions. They will be happening across the World Trade Center in different auditoriums, so do listen in on some of the insightful conversations that will be had. Also remember that at this fair there is an opportunity for you I know you'll be excited about that. Find out from Ashes how you can join. Free flights over Accra will be happening. Free boat rides will also be happening. And you'll want to sample all those experiences and adventures right here at Ghana's Maiden Transport and Logistics Fair. Thank you so much for your company this morning and this afternoon. My name is Prez Mahama. And we have been your MCs for this function. Have a good afternoon. There are electronic vehicles outside. You can go and see what is. Ladies and gentlemen, the sessions are about to begin now at the atrium, the main area where we are currently located. We will be starting our first session very, very shortly. Beyond the runway, reimagining Ghana's aviation and the revolution in the African sky. All participants, please start making your way to the atrium, the main auditorium of the World Trade Center, and start settling down for the commencement of that session. Later on, we'll also hear from the Ghana Port and Logistics Systems